hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in.
All right, good day everyone and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. For those who are new, I'm Mommy Lala and welcome to my continuing series on Advent calendars. Right, so this year we did a little bit of a twist in a sense that I have not been doing a commercially bought Advent calendar. But rather, the Advent calendar that I've been opening up are actually ones that were curated by my nanny and my kids. All right. So again, thank you so much for being here. Hi, Roy. Yes, this is my dear friend Roy, and he is, also known as, yes, Mr. Tech Troublemaker, though he's really not a tech. He is not a really a troublemaker, but actually he really helps out people like me who have issues with tech, especially if you want to be a content creator on this platform that we love so much called YouTube. Yes, and so tomorrow, my dear friends, for me, and that's later for you guys this evening, Roy is gonna have his special Christmas episode. So I hope to see you there, right? So that's 10 a.m. my time. That's tomorrow morning, but that's gonna be 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right. So I hope to see you in the chat there. Thanks so much again, Roy, for dropping by. And of course, I'm okay, Roy. Finally catching up. Finally, everything is done. And I'm just going to be focusing on my live streams for the rest of the year. Definitely, I'll be there in your live stream tomorrow. All right. Because, of course, I love trivia. Right? So I learned so many things about Christmas and stuff like that. Like, do you know that Die Hard is a Christmas movie? Right? So stuff like that, right? So yes, of course, my moderator daughter is also in the chat. She's just giving herself, a few minutes of break as she still is trying to finish some coding assignments and projects that needs to be submitted before the end of the year. And it's Christmas Eve in the Philippines tomorrow, right? So I have something special for you. I'm going to show you some of my favorite Christmas treats on top of my Advent calendar treats, of course. All right. So again, thank you so much for dropping by. Okay, what is this? Oh no, my name is Super Floop again. Yes. Like button smash, Super Floop. Thank you so much, Roy. She is juggling between this one and another name for her YouTube channel. Anyways, so I keep on going on to this side of my frame, right? So it's been a while. Okay, I have to, focus again on getting the hang of live streaming. There's so many in real life events that happened this year. And as Roy would always say also, okay, if you have missed that, right? So he does have given tips to content creators like us who somehow may get overwhelmed and what to do with it, right? So, and one thing I learned from that episode was just to be kind to yourself. It's okay, right? So if just things need to happen first, okay, you can always come back. All right. Yes, Christmas Eve tomorrow for us. Yes, we are ahead by one day, my dear friends, right? So I'll tell you all about what Christmas Eve looks like here in the Philippines. All right, so let's continue on. Yes, I'm doing a catch up for days. So today is going to be a catch up for hold on. 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. So days 17, 18, 19, 20, both on my crafty advent calendar and my snack advent calendar series. So we're going to do 17, 18, okay, 19, and 20. All right. So let's start first with the snacky. All right. Yes. Merry Christmas, Mommy Lala. Hello, Zell. All right, Zell. Okay. I hope that we could still push through. Okay, with our meetup. Okay, with you and Wims. Yes, these are two content creators here in the Philippines that I really look up to. Okay, Zell also has her own Advent 12 Days of Art Journal. All right, so if you could check out her channel, that would be awesome. Okay, why did I open 18 first? Okay, let's do 17 first. All right, so Zell, please message me what day after Christmas you and Wims, maybe we could have lunch or just a short meetup. Okay, so 17, my dear friends. All right, is this. Oh, in the spirit of trying to be healthy, this is kind of perfect, right? So this is Quaker Oaties because I love snacks. I love snacking on cookies. I wake up in the middle of the night. I looking for food. And at least these are gonna be healthier options, right? Come January 2026, I really need to cut down on my sugar, my carbs, and all of those things. So let's make this worth it. All right, my last few days of freedom. No, I will still eat the things. It's just I think I really need to do a little bit of moderation because I am 27 kilos overweight. I'm a very tiny person. Roy can attest to that because when I met Roy, he saw how tiny I am, right? So with this kind of height, I shouldn't be this heavy. All right. So, but I do love food. Anyway, so this is another snack that I should cut down on. Okay. So, but this one's flavored barbecue corn chips. Yes, I love corn chips. Any kind of corn chips. But this is one that I grew up with, right? So my love for this somehow have been passed on to my kids. All right, so that's 18, 19. What did my nanny put in my... Okay. So definitely come 2026, the snacks that are gonna be in my pantry, it has to change. Probably mostly on the nuts or fruits, dried fruits, stuff like that. Okay. Oh, this one. It's called Ding Dong. Yes, it's not a doorbell. That's just the name. And this is mixed nuts. I do love mixed nuts. And I like them hot and spicy. Yes. Which is actually not good for my GERD, but I still like it. Okay. And finally, the last snack. Okay, for tonight anyways. Because we're going to do 21, 22, 23, 24 tomorrow. Okay, by the way, how is my audio, my friends? I almost forgot to open my audio. Oh, this is nice. I don't know if you guys like coconut, but I like things that have coconut in them. Whether it be chocolate, main dish or even cookies like this one. This is called butter coconut. So it does taste like, butter with coconut. It is delicious. All right, so those are the four things that I will be snacking on. And I know that one of our dear friends, if you could just stop by as well, Matt is having his Festivus live. I think it has already started, or it started at 9:15 my time, so probably around 8 your time. Cordelia, good evening. Good morning, my friend. Yes, I'm going to leave you up while I'm okay. Cordelia, prayers for good results. Okay, and then just follow the doctor's advice if ever. So hope you feel better soon, my friend. Again, thank you so much. And I've already packed the keychain that I made for you guys yesterday. All right, so that is in the snack part. Let's just open it up so at least you have an idea of what this looks like. So this is like this. So it's like a biscuit, not biscuit, but kind of a cookie. All right, and then glazed with butter and coconut. Right, so that is the coconut butter. Yeah. Excuse me on this part where I talk while my mouth has food. Sorry. Okay, this one's oats. You do know what this like oatmeal cookies, right? But tiny, tiny versions. And for somebody who is of this age, right, in the golden age, right? So we do need, oats help us with, it provides, a little bit fiber. And it's with raisins and nuts. Awesome. Good job, Yaya. And this, maybe not for somebody my age. That's why, my friends, I just buy them in snack pack sizes, small ones. So that it's not as bad, right? Since I cannot really absolutely remove it from my life just yet, at least I don't buy the big packs anymore, right? Just the tiny one. All right, let's show you this one. Ding dong, ding dong. How about you guys? What's your favorite snack when you're working or you're crafting? Okay, let's grab me some tissue. All right. Because this might be a little bit messy, so you can see. So ding dong comes with mixed nuts. So what are the nuts that we have here? You have peanuts. For those who are allergic to peanut, definitely you can't eat this one. Then you have green peas. You have cracker nuts. And you have, I forgot what you call this nut. It's flat. Oh, those are the things that I like snacking on. So if you see, it's like, I like the mix of salty and sweet and sour. Sometimes even the bitter one. That's why, when I was younger, I didn't like the licorice jelly bean. But eventually, I got the hang of it. So I like mixing up, flavors and textures and things, not just on my work, but also in food. And we have Wit. Hello, my friend. And Christopher. Hello, Christopher. Good morning. Of course, just let us know po. Yes. Okay, Wit said, what is you demand? All right. So I need your type of resolution to help me cut back on all these goodies. I am afraid to calculate how much overweight I am every Christmas Eve. I think it was really meant to be. As I mentioned yesterday, we had our flu vaccine like last week, and then the doctor told me, and she's my friend, she really cares for me, and she said, Lala, you're 27 kilos overweight. And with that kind of belly, that is not good. That is going to be the start of many diseases. So you have to stop. You need to start exercising. You have to be more intentional with the food that you eat. So I'm going to say goodbye to most of the snacks that you have seen thus far in this advent calendar. So I'm just making it worth it. So let's chat. Let's snack, friends. Mhm. Mm. Oreos. I love Oreos. Okay. This is Basil. Hello, Basil. Good evening, my friend. You like coconut too? High five, sis. Miss you. Wade and Night. Christopher, what's that? I don't understand quite exactly. Did I miss anything? I don't know that expression, or is it sorry, I'm based in the Philippines, so maybe I do not know a lot of the things that you guys are into, but I would love to know. All right. So I have like 4 different snacks to eat while I am crafting tonight, as I'll be working on 4 days of my Advent crafty calendar curated by my friends. Thus, every now and then you would, as truly, I don't know what I'm going to be working with. So Jay, okay, who's going to be my guest on Christmas Day, we are going to be doing a little bit of a mini Bible study and talk about really the essence and what Christmas is about for us. And of course, the crafting will be there after. We're going to be working with our faith journals as usual. All right, so let's open up my Advent calendar, main Advent calendar this year. Again, curated by my dear son and daughter. Okay, so they just shopped around my craft area and chose stuff randomly, and whatever probably fit in the box. I gave them the box and told them, okay, just grab something and put it there. All right, so we're gonna be doing 17. What else? 17. Where's 18? 17. Oh, there. 18. All right. And then 19. Where's 19? Oh, there. 19. And last would be 20. Okay, there. All right. So we'll put this aside for now. Okay. So 17, 18, 19, 20. Yesterday, we did have a mix of cutting dies. We had some metal button materials for button pins and a hairpin, a hair tie. We also had some pet stickers or washi tapes. What else? What was the other one? There were 4. Okay, I forgot already what the other one was. Oh, yeah, 2 dies, 1 washi, 1. I forgot what was the last one. Anyways, we can always watch the replay, my friends, if you missed it. All right, so are you bothered by this snow falling? Can you tell me? Okay, do you want me to turn it off? It's like, the second best thing for me to at least experience winter. Right? By putting up these flurries on screen. Right? All right. Okay, so let's see. 17. Okay. It's heavy. It's a little bit heavy. Oh, there, I remember. The last one from last night was the beads, and I created keychains for 4 of our dear friends in the chat. It was Cordelia, Crystal, Vicky, and Shanna. All right, so there. This is 18. 18. I don't know. It's very, very light. It does have a sound when you try to shake. Oh, this one. Oh, I feel this is a die. These are dies. I can, yeah, the sound, by now I already know if it's a die. This one, I don't know. Is there something here? There's no sound. Oh, but when you do like this, there's the sound of plastic. So I have no idea what this one is. Right? So that's 17, 18, 19, and 20. Your guess is as good as mine because I really have no idea. So let's open up 17. 17 is. Oh. Oh, okay, okay, okay. These are refills. But where are the main? I have to check because these are refills for pen like decorative. This is like a decorative tape. So let me show you. Hey, come on. All right. So this tape, okay, when you glide it will give you this images of like this one's packages. Okay, this one, these are actually refills, so they've never been used. Okay, this one's that of like tiger and cat. Okay, this one is perfect, like wintry. Okay, maybe you can do that. I'm not sure if you can use all of this, and then you have here. This one is a star. Okay, this one is Christmas tree. Okay, I'll try not to move so it's not gonna get. Okay, this one is. I have no idea what it is. It looks like a bunch of random. I don't know what exactly, friends. All right, and finally here you have a cute panda, and this one's hearts, right? So that is what came from box 17. That's why it wasn't moving as much, but it was quite heavy because there's a lot. All right, so that's 17. All right, so for number 18, what was my guess for this one? I don't know. Because this one, I know it's dice. Let's open 19 first because I'm pretty confident this is see, I told you. I already know the sound that it makes from these boxes. Okay, so these are a set of dice. What are they? These are I think I've not used it because you see, they still have they probably snapped. This is probably a bigger set like that, and then they removed it so that they can put it in the box. So it's a set of travel dice. So you have a airplane, you have binoculars. Oh my gosh, do you remember using binoculars, my friends? Right, and then of course you have camera, you have an RV and a ship, right, a cruise ship. All right, that would be nice, okay, to work with. We can probably use this for either, since this one you could use for planners, maybe we'll work with planners again today, right? And it's perfect. All right. Oh, okay. Why am I putting it back? All right. So this is day number 19. So let's go back to 18, which I don't know because the sound I don't know is not particularly something. Oh, okay. That's why. Okay, the sound wasn't really very clear. I heard some. Okay, I think I've. Okay, I don't know. Oh, it probably got stuck to the packaging. Anyway, because this is a stamp and die set. Look, it has discolored already from, how old this one is. All right, so this one. Okay, so you can die cut the image of a ribbon. Okay, after you stamp it, then you can die cut it. Okay, so if you are somebody who doesn't like fuzzy cutting, then this is kind of, perfect for you. This kinds of dies. All right, so this is another one. Okay, like banners or ribbons. Okay, after stamping, then you can die cut with this one. As for those who don't know, I do love fuzzy cutting, and that's why I think this die and stamp set have not been used. Have I not used? I think I used it one time. Okay, I don't know which of them, but I think I did. Right, and these are probably edges that you can change so that your ribbons would look a little bit different. So yes, we can use this for our planners as well, right? So we can just focus on planners today. I don't know what the next one is. Is it going to be for planners again? So this is 18. All right, so let's put that over here. So that's 18. So 17, 18, 19. What is 20? This is the one we don't know because there's no sound. I don't know what it is. Where is it? Oh, okay. There we go. Is there something here? Hello, hello. Oh, it's a set of stamp. I don't know what this is. I don't remember the stamp. See, I don't remember. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Oh, this is perfect. So probably we could make a, card. We could. Okay, so probably a tag that we can put into our planner, right? So that we can still focus on, the planner concept. All right. So there's something bothering me. Okay, it's a kind of hair. All right. So that's 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right. So these are the products that we got from our 4 days, okay, of catch up for our advent calendar. And speaking of Jay, yes, good morning, my friend. I sent you a message, my friend. Hope that's okay. Yes, yes. And thank you so much for saying hi as well to Sammy. For those who don't know, Sammy is super floop in the chat, and she is my moderator daughter, though she has been, a miss for a while because of schoolwork. Okay, but then again, I'm happy that we have here Jay and also Roy, who are actually moderators as well of the channel. Okay, to help me out if there are, if somehow something wrong happens, but so far so good. Everybody has been so good that moderators don't really need to do anything. All right. There was a time, I think 2.5 years ago or so, where we were getting so much troll and people who were putting down links that are, not supposed to be there, right? So that time, really, mods are needed by anybody who is live streaming because these trolls would just come in and then just put this, links that are really can shut down your channel. So moderators are awesome. All right. And Jay said, I saw your message and it sounds great. Yay. Again, apologies, Jay. This whole year I have been late in, giving out in terms of, because we collaborate, right? So every time it's my turn, I think for the half of the year, I've been late in sending out, details of what we were going to be doing. So that way, Jay is super awesome. Thank you so much, Jay. And of course, we have Shanna in the chat who is also doing her Advent Calendar series and is coming up with amazing new content and collaborations in the coming new year. So if you are not yet subscribed or following any of our friends in the chat, I highly suggest that you do so. Each and every one, some I've met in person or I know in real life. Some I have known for years online. Okay, they are friends. Okay, so and I tell you that you can absolutely, check them out and they have amazing content. Thank you, Jay. All right, so let's start. So which one? Okay, so I need to just be right back as I try to get this are refill. So I need to get the main body for this one. And I am back. See, I told you. I have, I think the way I've arranged my craft room really works for me this time around because everything is within. Oh, see, this is where they got this. Because this is where I place all my refills. And now these are only 4 left. Because obviously, they took almost everything and put it in the box, right? So anyway, so this is what the main, thing looks like. Okay, so probably they didn't take the one with the actual body because it won't fit. Right, yeah. So they just took the refill. All right, so this is for this one. So we can put that back. Okay, so what else? This one, did they have this one? Yeah, it's that one. Okay, so when I do buy the refills in case I ran out. So I will put back the refill. What else is here? Oh, this one, they didn't get the bear. There's a bear. Oh, there's also a cute ladybug. Okay, what they have is they have this. No. Okay, what is this? Heart? Do they have the hearts? They didn't get the nice ones. Okay, we have the star. Okay. And then we have the tree. Okay, so we have 3 more left. Do I have those? Okay. I don't have. Oh, I don't have actual. Those are. Okay, here. The gift. That's for the gift. Now, as for the 2, I think I don't have that. I do have one that has nothing in it. So probably this. I think this one. Yeah. Okay, so all you do is just put it back there. In there. Am I doing this the right way? Yes, the circle goes in front. Or, oh my goodness, I think I did it the wrong way. Put it out. Get it out. How am I supposed to do this? Oh my gosh, friends, I pushed it. I pushed it wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me get some poke tool and try to push it out. Okay, there you go. How am I supposed to do this? Oh, because there's still the paper. Hello, Lala. I placed it inside together with the paper. Hello! That's why it got stuck. Okay. Ay, Lala. Okay, let me see. What does the front look like? Okay, so the one with the... Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, it's retractable. Right? There you go. See, it's cool. All right, so that one, and then this one. This one is the one with the hearts. So let's just remove this one. This one is... I have no idea what this one is. Cat? I don't know. And let's just replace this with this because that's the one that they actually... All right, so those are ready. Okay, so we do have a die cutting machine here beside me already. So I put all the refills back, right? Because we are going to be using the actual ones I have over here. Okay, I replace the heart. I like this heart better. All right, let me see. Okay, so let's put this one back in. Okay, and okay, we'll put that back later. Okay, let me see. I'm here. Crystal, good morning. Oh, sorry, it's Christy. Hi, Christy. I have been watching Christy and Andrea and sometimes with the Lees and another one. I forgot our other friend's name. Anyways, in the morning, my time, quite late for you guys. They have been going live the past couple of days in December. I'm not sure if it's already done. Is it already done, Christy? These are interesting. I've not seen this before, right? This one's, it's called like a Deco Rush. It's like a washi tape. So it's like a correction tape. Looks like a correction, the way you use it. But they actually would give you like decorations and stuff. So let's pull aside first the 19 and the 20. So I think the 19, 20, and yeah, they involve stamping and die cutting. All right, so a little bit more snack. Okay. This is day 17. And let's open up to this day 17. Okay. So let us choose the wintry one. Okay, so before we put it here, let's do a practice run. So that for those who might be new to this, you would see a little bit about, what this one looks like and how to use it. Okay, so again, it's retractable. Okay, and then you hold it here. Okay, and then you just glide it through. So it's like washi tape. So it gives you that design. So perfect for borders or, small backgrounds. Okay, so this one is this one. Okay, the thing though, this is so cute, guys. Look at this. Look. See, there's like a cat with notes on it, right? So different cats. Oh, Cordelia would have loved this, right? So, and I think Christopher is also a cat person, and so is Jay. Yes, we do have, cat people in the chat. All right, so this one is like the flurries. Okay, snowflakes. All right, so it's so cool. That one. Okay, and this one is Christmas tree. All right, so let's do Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. And in different colors as well. Okay, it's just a struggle though to keep it straight. So we might need a bit of a ruler or something straight to keep it straight, because when I try to glide it, it goes like all over the place, right? So this one, okay, this is I think the panda. Pandas, when you say panda and teal, it always reminds me of our dear friend Lynn. Okay, hold on. Let me just look for something straight, maybe a ruler of some sort. Hold on. All right, here. Okay, so let's see if I use a ruler, if I could keep this straight. It worked, friends. So there, I got it. Okay, I need to use the ruler. All right, so there goes the panda in different poses. That's so cute. All right, so that's the panda. Why have I not used this? They're cute. And I think that's the reason I bought this. I think I bought this during one of the book fairs. This was being sold. Book fairs here, of course they sell the books, and Sam's favorite is actually the stationery part of the book sale. So they have pens and other stuff. This one I have it does look, it looks like a flower or it could be a heart. What do you think? Could be flower petals like that. So perfect for, the coming Valentine season in Feb. All right. And then let's do this one. This one's gifts. Okay. So retract. Oh, it's so cute. In fairness to this tape, I've had this in like forever, and it still hasn't like dried up or has stuck to itself. Look at how cute this would look like. This could even be like a background for a card, right? Okay, and then the last, okay, would be this one. Okay, so the stars. So I think I will just choose several of this to use for my planner for tonight. This is the stars. Okay. Okay, but first I just want to show you what. Oh, it's so cute. It even has like a moon. So you have a star. Come on, focus. So you have star, star, moon, star, 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 probably another moon over there. It's so cute, right? So there. Okay, of course, since it's a kind of washy, right? So it's already dry, so you can, and can I write on top of it? Let's check. Okay, so let me have, let's say, a regular pen and check if I can write on top of it. Right? So if oh, you can. Okay, you can. But this pen smeared. But yeah, you can write on top of it. Okay, how about this one? Can you put like a highlighter on top? Oh no. Oh yeah, can. Oh, this is cool. Right? So how about a mild liner? Probably might be nicer. There you go. Okay, what else is here? I'm just looking at things in front of me. All right, this is another pen. Let's see. Mary. Cool. All right. Okay, so now let me check how am I going to work with this. I'll probably want to use this one, the stars. Okay, the Christmas tree, the gifts. Okay, so this probably are the only ones that I'm not gonna use. Oh, probably in another, maybe the panda I can. These three I won't use. This is more like Valentine's. This is more like for babies and stuff. So I'm not gonna use those. Okay, but I will try to make use of all this 5 for this spread. Right? So thank you, Shanna. All right. So let us first start with, okay, the Christmas one. Okay, so do you want a little bit more focus? All right, so there, so you could see better. Okay, so since, this is the holiday season, so let us make, yes, one of the, staples that I try to do for my planners is I do have like kind of a border on all the spreads or pages that I use. And so these are perfect. All right. And it can go, instead of over here, I want to complement that on the other side. Okay, but then this one needs, it's, okay. All right. So how to draw adorable, joyful lessons for making cute art. I actually tried, drawing this year, but it's another failed attempt, sad to say. But I won't stop hoping that next year will be a better one for me. All right. So let's do this. All right, so that will still tie this together as, there you go. So you have one on top and one at the bottom like so. All right. Okay, and then we will add the stars. Okay. To complement the trees. Okay, so let's do some stars at the top, like almost edge. Okay, and probably just, there you go. Okay. So I didn't like, because there's that date, right? So it kind of bordered onto that one. And I'm going to do the same. So the stars will go on both sides at the top. Okay. So that's how it somehow is going to kind of make sense. You know what? I think I'm just going to continue on because it's kind of weird that there's a gap over there. Let us continue on and add those stars. Kind of messed that up though. Okay, but it's okay. It's okay. So we did that. We did this. All right. And then what else? Okay. Oh, this is the ones I will be removing. Okay, this flurry of things. Okay, winter. We'll go on this way. Ah! Something happened. Okay, it's okay. I kind of destroyed the image because the tape kind of moved back like that. And before I could stop it, it's like already messed up. So let's do the same with this one underneath my date. Oh, how cute is that? I love it. All right. Okay. Okay. What else have we not used? Where's this? Where's the tree? We use the stars. I think the gifts. So I probably want to use the gift underneath the. There we go. Wrong side, Lala. Wrong side. Under the tree. Right. So just bits and pieces of the gift. Okay, and then over here. All right. Oh, I don't think you saw that though. Anyway, so we'll just retract so they don't dry up. In fairness, they have not dried up. These have been with me easily minimum of a decade. I think this is yes, it's a Japanese brand. It's from Deco Rush. It's from Plus. Okay, one of my favorite, what do you call that? Tape eraser. Mm-hmm. All right. Now we'll put this aside first. And let's start die cutting. Okay. And this is from Spellbinders. Prior to the advent of the Scout. How long? Maybe a decade. Yeah. Okay. I am thinking of how I'm going to put that together in the planner. Yours truly is snacking. And you're going to be using. I'm not sure if I'm going to die cut it because I want to use this directly onto my planner. But this one we do have to use. I don't have my tools here, but when you have dies like this, normally it's used to like put them all together. You can easily just snap it off like so. Okay. throw it directly from the trash because I might accidentally think it's part of my chips or part of my snack. So it's just one thing that they use when they manufacture this to put them all together. But you don't really need that when you are going to be using them already. So, and it snaps off. Normally, it's nice if you use your, you know, pliers for this one. But since these are nice dies, okay, I won't suggest doing this by hand if you have the flimsy ones, because you might really get hurt from those, but this is fine. Okay, so this is the set of travel dies that I can layer and put on my planner. All right, and so what I can do is I can color them in. So I will just use plain white cardstock so that I can just color them in after die cutting. All right, so let me just close this one first and add some washi. So these are washi. They are kind of tacky tape, right? So it won't ruin your paper when you try to remove it, but it can keep it still. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna be okay because I'm using a small die cutting machine and this might be difficult to crank when they're all filled up like this. So let's check. By the way, friends, expect a message from me as from the 26th to the 30th. Okay, so 25th is with Jay, 31st I have something special for you guys. It's super special that I hope that you will be there because it's something unexpected. I will be somewhere on the 31st and live streaming from there. So it's a surprise. So I might be vlogging as well earlier in the day during that time. So that one, and then I do have like a camera left. Okay, so let's try to die cut this one last. Okay, and then the rest I will stamp directly onto my planner. So we're doing planner today. Okay, come on. So it does have that suction at the bottom so that when you push that in, it's gonna... I love this, even though it's very old, because it's very handy when I need to craft somewhere or need to die cut, small stuff. It's so easy. And look at this one, how like super used it is. It's not acrylic. It's a kind of a plastic, like solid plastic. And I've never replaced this, although it really looks kind of, so used, especially this part, right? But I've never actually replaced this. This is still, the original one. So it did come with, like, the A is the base plate, the C is the cutting plate, and then you have an embossing plate, right? So it's for your tiny dies and tiny stamps. Things that you want to emboss. All right, so let's get this thing out. Okay, and we will try to color this in. Not try, we will color them in. All right, so let's now remove the dies. These are dies. I don't even know what manufacturer this is because they removed it from the set. So I have no idea. But one of those really old ones that come with a kit. Gosh, I forgot though. So these ones, I don't throw them out. I just put them on the side of my table because this can still be reused when I die cut. Okay, so there, that's the luggage, which reminds me of, was it last year? One of, the last dies that we did use for Spellbinders Advent Calendar last year was this kind of a luggage. Okay, and then this is the airplane. Okay, focus. All right, because it's not focusing. Okay. So normally you would see these kinds of dies being used and being put together by our dear friend Shanna. She is I don't know what you call it. I forgot. But she is part of the Spellbinders. I don't know what you call it. If it's some sort of team, okay, a design team, inspiration team. I don't know what it is in actually called, but she is able to get the newest releases either ahead or super early, and she does amazing inspiration projects for these kinds of dice from Spellbinders and more. So if you are into this kinds of things, absolutely check out my dear friend's channel. That's Shanna Makes It, and you will find a ton of amazing I just hope my camera actually focuses. Okay, Roy, why is it like this? What setting am I in? I'm using a this is an OBSBot Tiny 2. No, not the Tiny 2. This is the OBSBot Meet. Okay, I won it from one of the challenges of Ecamm. And Ecamm, if you don't know just yet, is the platform that I use for everything that I do, from my shorts to my edited videos to my live streams, right? So Ecamm is not just for live streaming, it's what I use for everything. And I've been using it since I started. Okay, there you go. All right, so I just need to remove all those. See? This tiny dies, sometimes it's like so frustrating when you're working with them, but when you see the final project come to life, it's like, oh, it's so beautiful, it's so cute. It's just putting them together might be a little bit of a problem, especially if okay, because I didn't. Sometimes they cut like butter. This one, because they have like very, very tiny pieces. All right, so this one. Okay, that's the side of the ship. Okay, you could keep it there, but I wanted to cut it, so I'll just snip off that stubborn paper that didn't actually fully cut and doesn't want to go. So I'm paper surgeon at work. All right, there you go. All right, so now we're going to color those in. So these kinds of tiny dies are very versatile because you can use them for, to decorate your planners as well. Use them for your cards, for your tags, limitless possibilities, bookmarks, and so on and so forth. All right, so I'm just making sure that I have removed all of those pieces that needs to be removed so that they eventually, after a while you see them poking or being removed. It's like, oh, what happened? Okay, actually you didn't remove it. It was supposed to be removed prior to using. All right, so there you go. And so what we're gonna do is we're going to get, okay, hold on. So So we're going to get one of my stamp positioners. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. Okay. So that we can color in from here. The reason for that is because this is a sticky mat, right? So a sticky mat is like a tacky mat that some stamping platforms now use. Okay, like this is a stamp wheel. It's from Altenew, and the sticky mat is part. Okay, not just an add-on that you can buy, like the one for my Misty. I do have a sticky mat that I placed there, but that's from Waffle Flower. Okay, that I have added. Right? So instead of the mat that it came with, I removed that and added the sticky mat. But this one is really part of this stamp platform. So it's also easier for you to color in stuff as well. All right, so there you go. So I will just color them from there. So that, because look, these are tiny pieces. So if like you're going to try to color, it's so hard to hold them in place. But having a sticky mat, that ain't so sticky part. So let's look for a stickier part so that it won't lift. All right, so let's go grab some. Okay, some of my markers. Okay, so probably this. I'm just, kind of eyeballing things around. Okay. Okay, so let's do our plane first. In this very, very light, I'm using Ohuhu markers. The reason behind is earlier in the year, I started experiencing a lot of my Copic markers drying up. And I realized that some of the barrels have started to show some cracks. In fairness, they've been with me for a while, right? So, and these are, they don't last forever, so to speak, right? So it was just high time for me to change. But this Ohuhu markers, my friends, are way like a third of the actual cost of a Copic marker. And so I said, okay, so might as well try, because I have friends like Whimsical Thoughts and Zell who uses this, and they make amazing projects using this. So I said, okay, so I will actually, why not? Okay, because if I try to go back to Copics, I won't be able to buy like more colors and stuff. So I said, okay, might as well just buy Ohuhu. All right, so just coloring them a bit. Okay, just to put sense of color. Okay, onto this one. Okay, this one normally I've been to several cruises. That part can be colorful, normally like red or something. Right, so let's color in that one and this one too, the sides. Okay. So the thing about this dies is they're tiny, right? So it's fairly easy to color them in. Okay, so let's make those tops a little bit red. Okay, let me see. I don't have the actual. This looks like very terracotta thingy, but it's okay. Only that part anyway. I think this is kind of like the exhaust right? So of the ship. Woot woot. Okay. And then let's go for the browns. Luggages. So these are now Copics. Let's see if they're still alive. All right, if they're still alive. All right. Okay, so normally the straps are okay, kind of like that. All right. And we'll do okay. Just no rhyme or reason. Just coloring them in. This is one thing that I used to like fear a lot. Because I can't like I want to be able to color just like Danny of Danny's Dreams and Meg. But I know that I only have myself to blame because I don't really am practicing and I have not been coloring for the past couple of weeks, months. But that's fine. Go, go, go. Right, so I just want to cover up those white things on the sides and just go back again. So you can all right. Okay, and then what will be the color of our binoculars would probably have the same. Okay, I did have some a pair of binoculars when I was younger. And we use it normally for like when we go to concerts and stuff and we are like on the top of the theater and you cannot really see clearly, right? So these are great tools for you to use. And of course, like when you're bird watching and stuff. Okay, those are the binoculars. Ah! What happened to my plane? Okay, I made a mistake. Anyway. Since I started it already, might as well go back with it. Okay, most planes though are actually not like this. They're normally white. I think that's for a reason so that they can easily like be seen or reflect light or something unless they're like stealth planes, right? So where you need to be not seen. Okay, but that's fine. Oop, I see a mosquito gliding through, trying to mess up my work. Okay. All right. Okay, now I'm left with the van and the camera. The camera. The van. The van, the van. Okay. So this van. Okay, hold on. Let me see the chat. There, that's what it's called. Affiliate. Yes, there you go. So, Spellbinders is such an awesome company. They make everything from dice to stamps, papers to everything, even tools, right? So, and if you want to check out some of those, definitely head on to Shanna because she gets them, she has first dibs, so to speak. Yes, of course, Crystal was here. Okay, is here. I want to get the big set. Go for it, Jay. But I think Jay you already have, right? I think, what is the brand that Jay uses? Coloring that way takes a long time. A practice. So, maybe you don't want to color for 2 hours. Correct. Okay. All right. So, on that note, you know what? Maybe. Okay. Because I was just enjoying myself. So, that's just. Okay. On that note, Jay. Okay. Well, let's not do the two. Okay. Unless I do it just like one color. You know what? Let's do this. Just super fast. Okay, I cannot. Okay, so normally the Vans would probably have same different kinds of, gray color. Oh, this is cool. All right, so let's just color my van, just one color. Okay, so it's going to take fast. Thank you, Jay. That's why I love the chat because I can just go on and then not realizing, oh gosh, you guys are busy, right? So need to just hurry it up and still try to do a little bit of a blending, so to speak, just darkening. See, just using one color, but we are able to kind of give it a bit of a tweak still. There you go, the wheels. Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. All right. Okay, let's give the camera a different kind of look. Okay, just one color. So it's not going to take forever. All right. Okay, this is kind of the color of my Canon, the one I'm using for my face cam. Okay, it's a very old one, guys. It's a more than 15 years old camera. Because I used to take photos of my kids when they were younger, and I would lug that thing, that monster of a camera around my neck. And I think that's the reason why I now have issues with my spine, my neck, because of carrying too much weight. Okay, so there you go. All right. Moving on. Okay, so the putting together is going to be pretty fast. All right. Probably because this is going to be, okay, so we'll do the next spread. Okay, and this is going to be inspired by this. Okay, so let's do the stamping. Okay, what stamp did we get? So we do need stamping blocks. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I just needed to get some, stamping blocks. That's too big. That means there is my smaller one. There you go. Let's get some smaller wants to use. Okay. Okay, so that one though is quite nice. So this one can be okay for this one. Okay. This ones are I couldn't have done this without you. Oh, I was yeah, I think this is nicer for cards, but still we can use this to decorate this spread, and then I'll put all of those die cuts later on. Okay, so let me just grab some of my inks on this side. Okay, so let's do some outing ones. Alright, so I'm grabbing my outing set. Okay, and let's focus on that one. So this is going to be, let's try coral. This is gonna be the base. So let's do darker for this one. Okay. Okay. Let us do darker. Okay. And then let's use different blocks. Okay, and then let's do the next lighter color. Oh, it should have been the lighter to the... Are they supposed to match? I'm figuring it out first. I should have like figured it out before I actually inked it. Duh. I think this one. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah. Offset would be nicer. Oh, I should have done that first. Okay, let's do it again. See, I've never worked with this snap set just yet. Okay, so let me see. I think it's easier once you have... All right. And then we're going to tweak it with... And then this one goes in the middle. Okay, and then let's go for probably, what could be the nice one in the middle? Grapevine. Let's do grapevine. Okay, for the middle part of it. All right, there you go. Why is it there like that? Okay. Okay, so not perfect, but that's fine. Okay, and then what we can do is to make a, what do you call that? I will make, where are my washi? Okay. We will create a mask. Okay, so let's create a mask so that we can layer this. Okay, and we will just cut it. Okay, and cut it and then cover it so we can have like layer the flowers. Okay, so for those who are new, this is called masking. So after you have stamped the image and then you want to have something like on top or stuff like that, so you just need to create a mask and then cover that up so that you can have a look that's kind of overlapping. without ruining the one that's already stamped. I hope that makes sense. But it'll make better sense while once I'm done, fussy cutting this one. Okay, to create this would have been easy if it did come with a die, because after you stamp, or even you don't need to stamp, you just cut using the die. Okay, so something like, and we just want this to be a little bit offset. There you go. So this is not unlike all tacky one, so I'll just put like a tape at the bottom. I'll just cover this the best I can. All right, and then we will, create different colors. Okay, so what color do we want? Okay, so let's make whimsical kind of look. Where's my wet tissue? Be right back. Go ahead, Crystal. Okay, question for you guys. Do you still have work when it's like the 24th or the 23rd? Here in the Philippines, non-essential personnel normally do not need to go to work anymore. Right? So I'm not sure if it's the same, because I remember several years ago when we visited my aunt, and but then she was there's this big project that they were working with, so even though it was like Christmas Eve or something, she still needed to go to work. I think that's for like when you are in IT, right, Jay? Okay, so maybe for this one, for a change, normally the one in the middle is darker. Okay. Okay, so we can remove this. Okay, and then do something like that. Okay. I mean, no. Now we cover the other one. Okay. We cover this one and stamp. What color now will I use? Let's go back to that one. Okay, so this. Okay. Okay. See, that's the thing when you don't have a plan and you don't know what you're working with. Okay, where is that thing? I think that's the break. All right. And then the middle part will be yellow. Let's go for the yellow. There you go. Okay, so now we are going to cover in this one. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Next one. Let's go back to the blue. Okay. And then all right, and then the middle. The middle would be this one. See, we're mixing it up. Right, so now we are going to do the last flower. Okay, so for this last flower, this is blue. Let's do this one again. Okay. Okay. Where's that dark blue? Let me see. Where is that one? Come on, mask. What are we working with? Let me see. All right. There you go. Okay. Oh, I need one for that as well. All right. So we gotta pick another one. Okay. So this one. Okay, so that one. Okay, and then this one. Just super fast. It doesn't have to be really very perfect. Because the way I did the flowers, okay, it's not perfect. It's kind of whimsical, you know. There's offset. So that even if you go outside of the lines, and I think that's one of the things that Wims taught me in the past. That's when I was trying to figure out like watercoloring, that it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then we will cover this. All right, there we go. Wash it to flatten this so that, okay, now when I stamp, if only I can find that. Okay, there you go. I lost the stamp. All right, let me go there. Okay, there you go. And then we move on to the next layer, which is this part. You know, layering stamps are awesome. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where that thing is. Okay, this is the one. Okay, and then the last one, okay, light blue. Okay, and that is it. Okay, then we remove that. Okay, there you go. That is our border flower, okay, from the stamp that we got. And then we will just add on the sentiments. Okay, so let's choose another block so that I don't need. Okay, you know what? Okay, so from this, what does it say? I couldn't have done this without you. Right? So we'll just put this. Okay, let me see what color would I want that to be. Maybe this. Okay, the thing is, okay, I'm just gonna eyeball this. All right, and hopefully, all right. So we will have this there. Woohoo! What? All right, perfect. I couldn't have said so myself. All right. Okay. All right. And then we're going to put, you know, we're going to layer this on this side of our page. All right. There. Perfect. Now we just need some glue to stick this onto our page. Okay. See, sometimes it's really nice to like have no plans at all and just, wherever, whatever inspiration hits you, that's fine. Since I don't have any inkling as to, what I'm going to be getting for the day. So if you have an issue with being like a perfectionist, this is one of the perfect ways for you to get over that. Because when you are doing like Advent series, since you don't know what you're gonna be getting, you cannot really prepare. And so definitely nothing or not everything. Okay, sometimes there will be days where you can actually get a really nice, spread and stuff. Okay, but then there will be days where you feel that it might not be as perfect as you want it to be. That there's a there. I think I want to put something in there. Okay, how about this one? Okay, let's stamp in that part just because. Yay! I like that, right? So what else was there in the stamp? Okay, so let me see. Okay, do I want leaves coming out? Yes, we can. Right, so let's go grab another. Okay, but we don't want the stem. So we're just going to focus on to the leaves itself. So we are going to just focus on the leaves. Okay, the leaves. All right, and just kind of add it onto, okay, the sides. Okay. Right when you feel it's kind of drying up. You see that? How cool. It's so cute, right? So I'm just stamping or putting ink onto the sides and just adding it onto the leaves. Okay, making sure that nothing got stuck into the, what do you call that? The stem. Oh, how cute is that, my friends? John, oh, I love it. I love it. Especially if we have no plans at all. And then we just say, let's say thank you. Over onto, thank you for the opportunity for travel. Stuff like that. Okay. Okay, let me see. What color do I want this one to be? This is going to be a very colorful spread indeed. All right. All right, and then put it onto here on this side. All right. And that is it. We are, oh, okay, this one. I forgot. Okay, you know what? No worries, because I can easily put and perfect because it's like a binocular. I'm looking at you. Let me see. Yeah, I think I want it there. Ta-da! Okay, where is that big block? Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, the inks. All right, so let's just clean my sticky fingers from all the ink. My inky fingers. There you go. All right, let me check our friends in the chat. Christmas and New Year's are holidays. Oh, okay. So that means no work as well. But how about the days moving towards that day, Jay? Like now is like the 23rd here in the Philippines, and most offices were just like they close early, and definitely tomorrow and Christmas, there's no work. What you making, Lala? Advent calendar, Marian. Hello, my dear friend. So we opened up days 17, 18. Oh, where's the box of the 17? Somewhere here. It's lost. You know how it is when I'm actually at the end of what I'm working with. So 18. And then there's a box number 17. It's kind of big. How am I able to lose that? I have no idea. So and then those are the first one were this ones. So I had this Deco Rush, decorative washi tapes, right? So I added them onto this spread. So you have the Christmas tree, you have different kinds of designs. So it's stars and stuff, right? And then onto the second spread, I added the stamps that I got. Again, I didn't know what I was going to be getting since this is an advent calendar that is curated by my kids. So when we opened up, that's the only time I saw it. So I had this layering flower, okay, and masked some of them, right? So and added the other stamp with the sentiment, I couldn't have done this without you. All right, so it was intentional, okay, that the U is actually really like darker, and so I masked just the flowers to create that one. And then the die cuts, because one of the boxes contained this like travel die cuts, right? So I just added them. I just die cut white paper and then just colored in the different images, and then just added thank you. There you go. So that is our projects. All right, for the day. A planner spread from our advent calendar. Yes, Marian is no what do you call this? No newbie in terms of planners. She makes amazing planners that look beautiful as well as very functional, right? So it's the perfect time for you guys to visit my dear friend Marian's Instagram, YouTube. She does it all, especially if you are preparing for your planner for 2026, right? So I know that Hobonishi cousin is going to be one of our planners again this year. So Crystal said, I'm in and out taking care of my mom who is having back issues. She's 77, my dad 90, and still live on their own. Okay, thank you so much, Crystal. We do have several people in our community who are going through a bit of health issue. And if you can add them as well to your prayers, of course, Cordelia is on her way to the doctor for a checkup. So we pray for her as well as Lori. And who else? Of course, Crystal's parents. Okay, so and I'm so blessed that like Jay, right? So you are taking care of your parents. Okay, is the start time on Christmas morning 7 a.m.? Okay, for my it's CST. It's 8. About 8 for you, my friend. Because you guys moved your time, right? Before it was 7, but now it's 8 because it's my 9. If you're Eastern, it's gonna be 8. Right? So And then on the 25th, we are going to be starting earlier so that Jay can have Christmas morning breakfast with his parents. Yes, thank you, Jay. We are only close. Oh, only on the 25th and the third and the first. I guess, Jay. Right. So we love holidays here. We have a lot of holidays. Oh, she is rarely down, so it makes it harder for them to understand their age limitations. You know, I am also at that point, Crystal. I remember several years back, I said, you know what? I'm going to do all the things that I didn't do when I was younger. You know, I did wakeboarding. I went on ATV rides with my nanny and my son at the back and realized, oh no, I cannot do that anymore at my age. So I did suffer um, an injury from those two events. And it took me like a year and a half of therapy. Right. So indeed, that's very true. Sometimes we feel, because I feel like, you know, when people call me mommy or mom, I love mommy, but here in the Philippines, you say like Lola. Lola is like grandma. It's like, I'm not yet a grandma. But then I realized, you know what? You're already 50 plus. So you actually can be a grandma already, right? Because in my mind, I feel I'm young. But in fact, I have a lot of limitations as well. So I feel your parents. I think I'm going to be just like them. Because I feel like, oh no, I can do that. I can walk. I can go this way and that. And then eventually I say, oh no, I cannot. I cannot anymore. Right? So bless you. Bless you, my dear friends who still have parents. I don't have anymore. So if you still have parents, yes, you know, spend time with them, be with them as much as you can. I know several of us did lose their parents this year, and it's gonna be kind of hard, right, when the holidays or Christmas season comes, right? So again, this is it for today, right? So these are the things that we created out of, you know, the what do you call this? The stamps, okay, the items that we got for today's Advent Calendar series. All right, so and this, what is missing? Okay, so that. Okay, so again, I thank you so much, my dear friends, for joining me. And yes, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, I would highly appreciate if you would give me not just a thumbs up, but a subscription as well. Right, so this is my Advent Calendar series. So starting December 25th to December 31, I will be joined by guests. Yes, it's going to be a surprise. I'm gonna put up the thumbnail only a few, or at least the day it's going to go live, right? So please make sure that you also hit that notification bell so that you do not get notified when I go live. Again, advance Merry Christmas to you all. I hope that everything is already prepared, and if you're still doing your last minute shopping and stuff, okay, I pray that you will have the stamina to brave the traffic and the lines. I know when I was there, because normally the time I am able to go to the US or go somewhere is December, because that's the time when my kids have longer breaks, and at the same time I can be off from work for a little bit longer. I know that, my goodness, it's like 24 hours. Your stores, some of the big stores are open 24/7, right? So I know that and it's the only place, the first time I've seen that, you know, the day after Christmas, it's like, whoa, the shelves are really empty. Okay, and then Boxing Day, oh my gosh, I love Boxing Day. All right, so again, thank you so much, my dear friends, and see you tomorrow for the last 4 days that I will mash into one for my last day of my Advent Calendar series this year. Thank you so, so much, and see you again tomorrow for another crafty episode here at Mommy Guide Inc. Bye, friends!